YouTube? My name is Harrison. For those of you that don't know, and for those of you that do know, welcome back. Thanks for coming back. If you could, please leave a like, comment, share this video with your friends, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on new uploads. Today, we're taking a deep dive into Apple Intelligence, Apple's new AI personal intelligence model that's going to power all of our favorite Apple devices, from our iPhone to our Mac to our iPads later this year. So let me first get the caveat off by prefacing this by saying Apple Intelligence is only available on the most powerful silicon Apple provides. So the iPhone 15 Pro with the A17 Pro chip, and any of the M series chips, Macs and iPads. So the M1, M2, 3, and the M4 chips as well. So let's get into. If I look over here, I'm just looking at my other monitor. I have notes over there, so bear with me. But we're just gonna try to run through this as quickly as possible. Again, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Apple just wrapped up the keynote about an hour ago, so let's get started. So the first words that they used to describe Apple Intelligence was powerful, intuitive, integrated, personal, and private. And we'll get into why they use those words in a minute. They want it to be a powerful system, intuitive as in easy to use, integrated system wide, um, understand your personal context, and also protect your privacy at the same time. So they broke it down into three separate categories of what Apple Intelligence is and what it does and how it can enhance your experiences. They broke it down into the capabilities. They broke it down into the architecture, and they also broke it down into experiences. So capabilities, they broke it down in the areas of language, images, action, and personal context. In language, we're using large language models um, to prioritize notifications, to utilize writing tools system wide, such as summarizing notes and emails and notifications and text messages and whatnot, and proofreading them and rewriting them to make them sound more friendly, concise, or professional. In images, you can create original images using three different unique styles, which is sketch, illustration, and animation. And that can be used in Notes, Freeform, Keynote, and Pages, or other third-party apps as the API and the SDK gets updated for developers. In the action section, they said it can carry out tasks on your behalf. So an example is like, say I say, play the song Harrison texted me 3 hours ago from Spotify, and it'll play that song, or play the podcast my wife texted me yesterday or something like that. Like it'll be on screen aware, but also recognize system wide intelligence as well. Personal context. It will retrieve and analyze the most relevant data across apps and on screen, like I was just saying. So it'll say, Craig used a great example of, say I have a meeting scheduled at 5 p.m., but I have my daughter's recital scheduled at 6 o'clock. It'll like recognize who his daughter is and recognize the information on the flyer that she sent and whatnot, and inline and make those two entities connect with each other to make a better schedule and how long it's going to take for him to get from the meeting to the theater where his daughter's recital was. So that was a really good example of that. And powerful privacy, which led into their architecture part of their presentation on Apple Intelligence. So for the most part, it's going to be on-device processing. Some things will be sent to the cloud, but we'll get into that in just a second. Large language and diffusion models will be administered to carry out these tasks on device semantic index. So on device semantic index basically means that it'll pull the most relevant information for each task based on the say you tie a message with a calendar invite and a reminder and stuff like that. It'll pull all those apps together to um, personalize your context for your device, not anyone else's device. And private cloud compute is going to have how they're going to send things to the cloud that are relevant to that action, and it's going to be based on Apple's own silicon servers through experiences. So I can't say the word because my phone is right here, but that S word, you know what I'm talking about, is going to become more natural, more relevant, and more personalized. It's more deeply integrated in the system, so it has a new look. Um, it has a glowing orb kind of look now. It does it like more integrated in the system. It's kind of hard to describe without you seeing it, but that's basically how it is more deeply integrated in the system. It like translates over apps and across apps and on screen. Even if you stumble over your words, like a lot of us do, Siri still follows along, and it has conversational context. So it has follow. It can do follow up requests. Say I say, um, set a reminder for me to read my book at 7 p.m. That book is, and then you can follow up that request with the book title and whatnot. You can make follow up requests now without Siri being dumb. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Not you. And you can type to Siri now. So in case it's not the in, it's an inappropriate situation for you to use your voice. You can type to it now. Um, has extensive product knowledge, so if you need to describe a feature or a setting, and it gives you step-by-step guidance how to utilize that setting and that feature. As on-screen awareness, so like say your friend texts you an address, you can add that to the contact card without leaving the app. And it has in-app actions, like I said, or cross-app actions, so it can do your calendars and your reminders, or it can utilize. Say you need to insert a photo into an email, it can a specific email, it can do that as well. So um, and app intents enhancements, which defines a set of actions for reminders, shortcuts, etc., calendar, etc., stuff like that. And there's going to be app intents API so that um, developers can add different intents to their apps for them to record specific actions. Awareness of personal context. It knows who you are and who the people are in your network, so and how that context relates to the actions, like I was saying earlier. You don't have to jump out of apps to create new actions, so you can. Um, when is my flight land? How long is it going to take for me to get to point A to point B? And Uber, you get the gist. Like it connects seamlessly across your entire device. System-wide writing tools. They really went in depth on this one. It was a really key part of the Apple Intelligence part of the keynote. Um, so you can rewrite, which it shows suggestions in line. So in case you want to see what is going to rewrite it as before you hit done on the rewrite, it'll do that. And you can do tone mapping, like I was saying earlier. You can select the tone to be more professional, more concise, more friendly. Um, Proofread, and you can review the suggested edits, summarize, which is pretty self-explanatory. Just summarizes what the notes are, um, or the email, or the messages, or whatnot. Smart reply in emails, intelligent selections to quickly choose responses. So, say you said you were going to be at a meeting at a certain time, and it'll select intelligently choose your response so that you don't it's faster. It makes things faster and a lot more efficient. Email summaries, like I said, giving key details of emails. Most urgent most urgent emails become the priority emails, so it knows your important emails and what they should be. Notifications get a revamp with priority notifications, same thing as priority. Um, Emails, summarized notifications, same as summarized emails. Basically gives you a summary of what's in that the context of the notification. There's a new focus, which is reduce interruptions. It alerts you with immediate attention notifications, so things that are of vast importance at that moment. And in the expressive field, we got Gymmoji, which is descriptive emoji, so you can describe an emoji. You can make new emojis by adding descriptions. You can make Gymojis of your contacts. There's a new feature called Image Playground, which is giving prompts to create images through the three previous modes: animation, sketch, or illustration. Suggestions including you or people relevant to the conversation and messages. Notes gets a revamp. Image wand, you can turn a rough sketch into a polished image. On device intelligence, with cleanup, which is magic editor essentially. Natural language search, you can search for specific things. Say you're looking for a specific photo of a specific person doing a specific thing, it'll show you that specific person doing that specific thing, etc. Searching videos, you can search specific parts of the video. Say there's a specific part of the video. That's a really strange word. If you need to search a specific part of the video, it'll give you that information as well. You can create memories with descriptive text again. You can record and transcribe audio with summaries and notes, which is fantastic. You can record the audio and you can transcribe it, and it gives you a summary of that transcription. Also, it's coming in the phone app when you record a phone call, so it gives you a summary of that phone call. You can record it, you can transcribe the audio, and it gives you a summary of it. And they did announce external models such as ChatGPT being integrated with that S word, which is going to allow you to have system writing tools with Compose. You can compose new things with ChatGPT. Um, and it's only available, like I said, only available on iPhone 15 Pro and later, M1 and later, iPads and Macs. So if you have Intel, if you have even the iPhone 14 Pro, you cannot use Apple Intelligence. You have to upgrade to an iPhone 15 Pro, iPhone 15 Pro Max, iPhone 16 Pro, iPhone 16 Pro Max. Any of those devices will be able to enact Apple Intelligence. And if you have an M1 Mac, M2 Mac, M3 Mac, M4 iPad, you're pretty much set in stone. They did announce other things in the keynote, but I thought this was the most important thing in the keynote. It's going to integrate and in every aspect of the Apple ecosystem, and it's going to make our lives better. I truly believe it's going to make our lives better and a lot more efficient as we navigate technology and use it every day. This has been Harrison, a little switch up on the video today. My next video is going to be a deep dive of Rick Rubin's The Creative Act, A Way of Being. And Friday's video, not too sure yet, but I will update y'all with a community post soon enough. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. This video will be out today. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.